Kyle Rittenhouse found not guilty on all counts while liberals rush to judgment with their own evidence. Let's debunk some of those claims right now. First up, here's Congresswoman Ilhan Omar claiming, with a lie, that Rittenhouse executed 2 people. We now know that is not true. He was never even charged with 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. It was only 1. Keep going. PolitiFact reported that it was illegal for Kyle Rittenhouse to carry an AR-15 made by Smith & Wesson here as a 17-year-old. Also a lie. The truth is, the judge threw out that charge. It was never illegal under state law for him to carry that gun. Let's keep moving. Joy Behar. She's not alone on this one. She has plenty of company. Claimed Kyle Rittenhouse illegally crossed state lines with a firearm, but the truth is he didn't cross state lines with that gun. That lie continues this morning. Here to react is the founder of Outkick, Clay Travis. Clay, the sad thing is the little bit of lies I've given you only scratches the surface, and the lies did not stop with the verdict. There are lies this morning. It's almost impossible to keep up, Clay.
Yeah, well, I know you're a lawyer. We're both recovering lawyers, and we talked about this down at the Patriot Awards. We watched a lot of this trial. I commend the jury for not getting lost in all of the media lies and focusing on what actually took place in this case. When I was in law school, Will, my criminal lawyer, as teacher, said there are only 3 things that matter: the facts, and the facts. And when you look at all the facts in this case, Kyle Rittenhouse was not guilty, and it would have actually been a miscarriage of justice if he had been found guilty. And all those points that you are sharing that are wrong, that are lies, to me, it reflects how little time most people in our industry actually are willing to give to paying attention to the details. Last night on ESPN, I'm trying to watch as the Celtics are playing the Lakers, and Jalen Rose came out and said that the guys who were shot were allies of Black Lives Matter, and also said that Jacob Blake was dead, that he was that he had not survived, and that it was an unjustified police shooting. These lies are spreading and propagating like crazy, and I just give credit to the Kenosha, Wisconsin jury for focusing on the facts and making sure that we got the right result. All of this media disinformation, Will, if big tech actually cared about truly making information that is not accurate, not trend, then like 95% of what the Blue Check Brigade are saying out there, Will, wouldn't be able to spread at all on social media because most of it is founded in lies.
None of those verifiable lies, to your point, tagged as misinformation by social media. And you make a really good point, Clay. If you have the privilege of having a platform that wields some influence, you have a minimum responsibility and duty to familiarize yourself with what the hell you're talking about. All right, let's move on. Something that makes us both smile. College football. Fox Sports Big Noon Kickoff Show and your bus tour. You are in Mississippi today, Oxford, Mississippi. Next week, Auburn, Alabama. Today, you're there for Vanderbilt, Ole Miss. I'm sure you're going to have fun watching your alma mater try to put up some type of effort against Ole Miss. But we have some other games we need to talk about, figure out where you are on these games. Let's start with Iowa State, Oklahoma, and that is the Big Noon Kickoff.
Well, you know, Oklahoma's kind of been rolling ever since they were one of many teams to kick your Texas Longhorns' ass, Will. And but they lost last week against Baylor, and so this is really an elimination game. There's lots of talk of Matt Campbell, the Iowa State head coach, whether he might be leaving for a bigger job. And if Oklahoma wants to find themselves in the Big 12 title game, they have to win this game against Iowa State, set up a monster game of bedlam against Oklahoma State. I think OU will bounce back from a really disappointing game against Baylor, get the win, and cover against Iowa State a little bit later today.
All right, hey, you know what? I make a joke about this. This is good. The Pac-12 has a game at 4 Eastern time. That's good for the Pac-12. More people are going to see UCLA against USC today, Clay, in this rivalry game.
Yeah, look, USC still got to figure out who their head coach is going to be. Maybe, possibly Matt Campbell at Iowa State at the top of that list. A little bit of an interesting connection between those two games. Chip Kelly has got UCLA back. This is a monster rivalry game. I like UCLA going up against a rudderless, in many ways, Southern Cal football program to win the Battle of Los Angeles. Give Chip Kelly something to celebrate as they roll into the end of the season there for the Bruins.
All right, I make 5 picks every week on the Will Cain podcast. I took this game. I weighed in on Oklahoma State against Texas Tech, 8 o'clock night game in Lubbock. Texas Tech's getting 10.5. Clay, I like the points in the upset. What do you like?
Well, you know, they always say college kickers are a disaster, except Texas Tech bombed through a 60-plus yard field goal to win. They've got a lot of momentum right now. I think 10.5 is too many. I like the over. I like Texas Tech to cover this game. Remember, we talked about Oklahoma State Bedlam. One of the great rivalries in all of college football is next week to finish out the season. And so I think Texas Tech's going to give Oklahoma State everything they can handle, the over and a cover.
Yeah, I like the cover. Download, by the way, you can play along with these picks. You can download the Fox Bet Super 6 app, enter a chance to win $25,000 this weekend. All you need to do is pick 6 outcomes in today's games, then watch and see how it all plays out. It's free. Download the Fox Bet Super 6 app. And don't forget to check out what's clicking on Outkick. All right, Clay, good to talk to you this morning. Have some fun. It looks cold.
Hey, roll Longhorns, right? Horns down. It's been a rough season,